Ryan, a disappointing defeat tonight. Rallied somewhat in the second half, but it just wasn't enough, was it?
No, it won't. I've just said to you, you can't start games of football like that and get away with it. Sometimes in the odd game you probably do and you nick a point, but from minute one we've got no excuse to be tired. We had a game Saturday. The boys are doing their own bits away from it. Some of them aren't doing enough, in my opinion. And it just really kind of was disappointing to come out in that first half and just be run all over. We lost every first ball, we lost every second ball. We did the basics really badly. We're shanking balls out of play. We're sliding balls kind of back to each other in really bad areas where you're putting your mate in kind of real trouble. We just didn't do the fundamentals of the game right in the first half. In both boxes they were better. They defended their box better when crosses came on. When balls went into our box we looked all over the place. And that's not just the back four, that's everyone. I thought we didn't win anything in midfield. I didn't think the ball stuck. So as a unit, and that's the management as well, we've got to take responsibility for that because we cannot start games in that way.
Yeah, I think we were fortunate to go in 2-1 down at the break, so we got the penalty wrong at the half time.
I agree. I said that at half time. I said we're lucky to go in. We've still been in a chance of that game, and that's football. Sometimes it can be awful. And Ollie Norman, fair play. I thought he was one of our better players tonight. It was good to see him kind of back to somewhat his best. He nicks in, gets a penalty, but that was the first bit of quality we actually had, where Pozza gets his out with his feet, slides a nice ball down there. Oggy does a little bit down the channel, crosses it in. We win a penalty. It's 3 passes, but with quality. We understand that we're not going to be able to play really fluid football on the pitches at the moment. And that's not how we are set up to play either. That's not why we are where we were. Because we don't play like that. We play in good areas, we put teams under pressure, and we win in second balls, and we just didn't do it.
We had 3 really good chances in that second half when we were on top, would you say, to make it 2-2. Ollie Norman first, keeper tips it over. Nathan Heaton probably the pick of the chance with the header from the free kick, but Porritt as well at the back post unmarked.
I think Ollie's is a really good effort. I think it's a good save, to be fair. I think the keeper moves his feet well. Nathan should score. It's 4 yards out.
Great ball in,
it's just great ball in from Billy. Should head it in. And I think Poz should score. I think if he just wasn't that bit off balanced, but I think he should probably hit the target from there. But they've got themselves in those areas, so credit to them. But realistically, you've seen them in the second half. I think they had 1 chance and it's bounced. They've scored, and that's what we've also said in there. In both boxes, they were better than us. In the middle of the park, they recycled the ball better. They didn't do anything that we wouldn't do. They landed on seconds, but when they did do that, they put the ball to the wingers who were decent, but they did it with quality and they gave the wingers a chance. But we were at the races, and it's a really disappointing night.
You must be pleased with the subs that made an impact coming on in the second half.
Yeah, I am, and it's hard because you always question your 11 that you put out, you question your squad, but also, like in these interviews, I'll always accept responsibility for. I thought I picked the right team, evidently not. But also, players have got to take responsibility for that. They've got to go. Do you know what? I know I'll be on that team sheet next week because I put a 7 out of 10 in 3 games on the bounce. We just don't at the moment for some reason. I don't know what it is, and it's up to me and our management staff to find out. We don't have a group of players where you can put 5 or 6 down in the starting 11, and it's not ideal at the stage of the season, right? But we've got to kind of really regroup and bounce back.